time for Giga Mimic.
I got you! I got you! I got you!
We're about to fuck this man up. So he is weak to fucking frenzy stuff. So I'm only going to use I'm going to summon him with only a frenzied weapon and the Giga Seal.
Giga Chad.
Motherfucker is about to get frenzied, bro.
Oh, Jeff. Hey, everyone! Hey!
Jeff Bezos?
Say hi to Jeffrey.
Fuck
He
Jeffrey.
is. I would!
What?
Okay, so the only spells I'ma have are going to be 3, I'm gonna only have 3 spells that do, like, buffs, and 3 madness spells, and I'm gonna see what the fucking Giga Mimic does. We're gonna see what he does.
I'm waiting until I see that Elden Ring on discount.
What every boss hears as the Giga Mimic approaches? Yo, is Xavier jerking off?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job.
Oh yeah, fun fact, the Stanley Parable the new Stanley Parable was released on April 27th, which is 427, and that is the office number of Stanley's office.
This is what employee 427 did every day.
I thought that was funny.
Why is the priest talking?
And although others might have considered it solely, Stanley relished every moment of the orders he made, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
Alright, Jeffrey, what ending should I get first, boys?
Something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up.
I'll do that one last. What is ending 7? Hold on.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
there's one where you just stay in your office.
Get the bucket ending.
What's the bucket ending?
I don't know.
Have y'all seen the broom closet ending?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Spear throwers,
missed a memo.
not the racial slur kind.
Isn't there a
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, do I go to the door on my left or my right?
Don't listen to him. Do the opposite of whatever he says.
Got it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting
I like
room,
that
and
ending.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I will not take the first open door on my left.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
fired years ago.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust...
Isn't there an ending where you, like, jump off of something and you, like, die?
Nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Oh, no.
You've forgotten about.
You can't jump.
Stop trying to make every decision.
I just got the...
Alright. I'm asking for me. I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
I got my first trophy, boys.
Waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Great one's wisdom.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
God, I forgot the narrator's a dick.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
You don't listen to
They'd
him.
want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Ooh,
he has a job that demands nothing of him.
You know where we died at?
Is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his
there was a
existence.
lantern like 2 steps away from that.
Bruh.
No!
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions.
How do I get the Minecraft ending?
Fantastic discoveries.
I know how to get the Minecraft ending. I remember.
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
I think.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the...
When's the Bug Snacks stream? Whenever I buy Bug Snacks, bro. You've never heard of Bug Snacks? Please press circle to spend some time with the boys.
So, he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy. And so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end. That he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Alright, boys, that was our first ending. That was our first ending, my boy. My boys, it was different. It was different from what I remember. Oh my gosh, Damien, are you about to be let me solo her?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Guys, should we get the Blue Room Closet ending? No, we'll wait for that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Damien, you make me want to kill myself.
It's time.
Damien, can my streaming even hear you?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Nothing.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
I was gonna say that, but you
to
said
input the
first.
correct code by sheer luck.
After
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
It makes me sound like a.
Do you also have retainers?
Yeah. It makes me sound.
Winning, bro.
It makes me sound like a 1990s standard nerd.
Bro, twinning. I literally hate my retainers. I only wear it when I go to bed.
I have to wear it like all the time. I'm bored. I'm supposed to eat with it, but like I can. But,
Do you have like a time limit? Because for me, it's like I have to wear it for a certain amount of time.
no, I have to wear it all the time.
Oh, damn.
They horn me for real.
Damn, could not be me, for real, for real. I don't think I should go fight this boss. I'm quite underleveled, but at the same time, fuck it, we ball.
Let's go.
Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest. As though he felt more
you
free
can buy
to think for
Maria's
himself,
armor
to
at
question
the
the nature of his
insight
job.
thing now.
Why did he feel
That's
this
awesome.
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Damn, her armor sucks. She has like no physical defense. I like her hat though.
You just summoned me and
help you.
Terfazzle the Dark Lord
Stanley
would like to
walked
help
straight
you.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You're thinking of Cole's character.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Eli was talking
Did
about
he
what
have
he
the
could
strength
get.
to find out?
Yeah, I was talking about what I should get for food, and Xavier went, get a Wendy's 4 for $4.
No podemos de eso, es muy
Like, yeah. Like, essentially, like, should I get dick or balls? And
Should I play Bloodborne or should I keep playing this game?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Damien?
The lives of so many individuals
Damien, have you
reduced to
seen the
images on a
1-2
screen. And
Aaron Yeager out of the back?
No, we're not talking about Aaron Yeager.
have you seen the Zorro one? No.
There's a solo one?
That nigga is hung.
There's a solo one?
There is Zorro in the bathhouse, yes.
I'll be honest, Aaron was disappointing. I thought he'd be back and forth.
I mean, he is literally the founder. He can do
This
pretty
mind
much
control
anything.
facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Never mind, he's just kidding.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I think I found it. Is he wearing a, like, army
Here was the
uniform?
proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay.
The Zorro one?
Yeah. Oh, why? Why do you have a whole girl whole thing next to it?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power.
Why are we talking about anime characters' dick and balls?
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be
Damien.
his. And that was all he needed to know. It
Send me a picture.
The only thing worth knowing.
No.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
I am not screenshotting another anime.
I said Damien.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Right, I think one more ending.
I found a picture of it from the back.
What are those things?
Figures?
Figures! God, that's the word.
That's it.
Is that fucking Sanji? That is not Sanji.
Alright.